What is going on, Fire Emblemites? Saya here with another Fire Emblem Heroes video, and today we have new heroes. New heroes from the Fire Emblem Blazing Blade series. So these are characters who were on adventures with Lyn, Eliwood, and Hector. So let's actually go take a look at the characters right now. So the first is Ninian. She's a beast. A blue beast infantry unit. Grants adjacent allies defense and resist +4 through their next actions. Okay. Alright, let's start this from the top. Ninian, a young dancer who has a serene and mystical presence. Her dances are divine tributes, appears in Fire Emblem The Blazing Blade. She has Light Breath Plus, which has a might of 13 and a range of 1. Grants adjacent allies defense and resist +4 through their next actions after any combat this unit initiates. Okay, that's pretty good for support. Dance enables target to take another action, cannot be used on units with Sing or Dance. So that's just a balancing mechanic, I guess. So she shares Dance with Olivia. I think Azura has Sing, which also has the same effect, so looking like a very good support unit. Escape Route 3 enables unit whose own HP is less than 50%, less than or equal to 50%, to warp adjacent to any ally. And then Fortify Dragons grants adjacent dragon allies defense and resist +6 through their next actions at the start of each turn. So I mean, she's looking good. Dance is definitely one of the best skills in the game. But the thing about this whole dragon team, I think, is with Lucina, Marth, and Chrom. Well, Lucina and Marth I see more in the arena duels. With Lucina and Marth in so much of the metagame, I don't know how wise it is to put, more than one dragon on your team. Next is Corel, the sword demon. So he is a sword user. That's red infantry. A vicious swordsman from a family devoted to mastering the blade, known as the Sword Demon, appears in Fire Emblem The Blazing Blade. So I actually think he looks really cool. The red-bladed sword. He's got Wodao Plus, Might of 13, Range of 1. Grants +10 to damage when special triggers. So Might of 13, I mean, it's not the strongest weapon out there. You have Might of 16 weapons on some characters. But that +10 to damage does really well with his special, which is Reprisal. Grants bonus to damage dealt equal to 30% of damage suffered. Cooldown of 2. So, I mean, I looked at the character's IV stats. So, if he's a plus speed character, and remember, if you get plus in one stat, you're going to get a minus in another. That's how this IV, these individual values work. So he's plus speed at 38. So he maxes out at 38 speed, which can double hit some people. So you're gonna get this to trigger at least once a turn, depending on who you're up against. But he does have low defenses and low resistance, which I guess is good if you're banking on 30% of damage suffered. But that's gonna be a bit of a balancing act, I think. Very glass cannon type character. Defiant Attack 3 grants attack +7 at the start of turn if unit's HP is below or equal to 50%. Desperation 3 if unit initiates combat with HP less than or equal to 75%, follow-up attacks occur immediately after unit's attack. So yeah, it's I think the entire theme of this character is keeping his health low, which I think he has pretty high health, so that's actually good. Avoiding characters that can one-shot you and then just one-shotting the rest of the other characters. That's an interesting play style, very offensive. You have Secluded Princess Priscilla. She's a colorless staff user, cavalry here. So she's got Panic, Might of 7, Range of 2. After combat, bonuses on targeted foe become penalties through its next action. That's really interesting. Rehabilitate, only a range of 1. Restores 7 HP or more the further below 50% the target's HP is. Slow special trigger. Cooldown count +1. Still Water Bomb. Cooldown of 1. When healing an ally with a staff, grants all allies resistance +4 for 1 turn. Spur Defense. Grants adjacent allies defense +4 during combat. Rehabilitate restores more HP the more damage an ally has taken. Use it effectively and turn the tide of battle. Alright, so, I mean, nothing interesting, I guess, about her. Yeah, nothing too interesting. Angel of Death Jafar. So he's a colorless dagger unit, infantry. An emotionless member of the Black Fang Assassins, known as the Angel of Death, appears in Fire Emblem, the Blazing Blade. Deathly Dagger, might of 11, range of 2. After combat, inflicts defense and resist -7 on foe through its next action. If unit initiated combat, 7 damage to foe after battle. That's actually quite strong. Glimmer, grants +50% to damage dealt. Life and Death 3. Grants attack and speed +5 at the cost of defense and resist -5. Threaten speed 3. Inflicts speed -5 on foes within 2 spaces through their next actions at the start of each turn. So, yeah, I guess he's looking good. Don't know what his max stats are, though. Wildflower Rebecca. Colorless bow user, also infantry. Very heavy on the infantry for this hero summon. A girl who lives in a remote village and spends her time hunting, kind and sociable, appears in the Fire Emblem, the Blazing Blade. Silver Bow Plus, might of 13, range of 2, effective against flying units, nothing interesting there. Ardent Sacrifice, heals adjacent ally 10 HP, unit loses 10 HP, but cannot reach 0 this way. Okay, Darting Blow grants speed +6 during combat if unit initiates the attack. And Seal Attack 3. After combat, foe suffers attack -7 through its next action. Ardent Sacrifice restores injured allies when it's paired up with a bow for distance attacks. You get a powerful support ally. Okay, I don't see myself playing that way. The Light Lucius. So, colorless staff user, infantry. A gentle cleric who serves Raven, carries a heavy burden from a dark childhood, appears in Fire Emblem, the Blazing Blade. She's got Pain, might of 3, range of 2, inflicts 10 damage on targeted foe after combat. Really good at chipping away at people, so even though the might is really low, and chances are her attack is going to be pretty low as well, at least she'll get that guaranteed 10 damage after combat. Martyr. Restores HP 7 plus this unit's suffered damage. Unit heals HP equals half the suffered damage. And then Miracle. If HP is less than 1, survive a lethal attack with 1 HP remaining. HP +5 grants +5 to max HP. Miracle and Martyr can work in concert to create an incredible tank. So, I mean, I can see this happening, but very rarely, seeing as how, I guess what they're saying is, you know, get Miracle to trigger, which has a cooldown of 5, so it's very hard to do. Get your HP down to 1, and then use Martyr, which is basically half of your entire health, plus an additional 7. Or, I'm sorry, your entire unit suffer damage, so, you know, if you have a health of, let's say, 45, you'll heal 44 plus 7, that's 51. And then you get half, or I should say, Lucius gets half of that health back. So I guess that's the play style. You want her to take damage, and hopefully time your Miracle special trigger. Alright, so it says important information. You can help heroes learn skills by going to allies. Okay. Some skills can only be learned after raising a hero's star rating. Heroes might have already learned some skills based on their star rating when they join the team. Okay. I mean, thoughts, I think I'm going to stay away from this one. I mean, Corel looks interesting, simply because of the adrenaline rush I think you'd get from playing him, you know, keeping him below 75% while having weak defenses and weak resistance. Yeah, and Jafar. I mean, Jafar just looks so cool. But I think I'm just gonna save my orbs like I originally planned for Ike when he comes out. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to be a bit disciplined here. But let me know what you guys think of the new heroes. That's 6 new heroes. Again, all from the Blazing Blade. Yeah, let me know what you think of these guys and how you're gonna match them up with your team. So this has been Saya. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Signing out.